Do you ever look around and think, wow, the world is a crazy place, and it just seems to get crazier and crazier? Ease your mind and take a break. This is Fuel for the Soul with John Giftah. We're a hub for inspirational Christian sermons, practical keys for Christian living, and Christian discussions and interviews. You'll be inspired to live the life that you were created for. Your host is a top-ranking podcaster, best-selling author, world record holder, aerospace engineer, life coach, evangelist, and founder of John Giftah International. Welcome to Fuel for the Soul with John Giftah.
I'm going to talk to you today about it's easy only for you. Now, I want you to understand something. You may be in a position in your life, a place in your life where God has given you certain assignments or given you a vision or a dream or something that God has placed in your spirit, and it looks so impossible that nobody around you is able to see it. For everybody else, it's a mountain of impossibility. For everybody else, it looks like you are stupid to believe in this unrealistic dream or vision or promise or whatever, and you are wondering, what's wrong with me? For me, I believe that God has put this in me, but nobody seems to understand what's going on. Why aren't people able to understand that, yes, it is mission impossible in the natural, but my God is able to help me fulfill everything He has promised for me? Well, I'm going to share something very important here from Zachariah chapter 4. Now, I want you to understand the context here is that it's talking about a man called Zerubbabel who has a divine assignment from heaven to rebuild the temple of the Lord and to complete it. But he is facing a mountain of opposition and challenges, and it looks like a mission impossible in the natural. And I want you to get this because I'm reading to you from the Message version, and some of you know that the Message version is the paraphrased version, but you can find this in Zechariah chapter 4 verse 5 to 7. That is how it is paraphrased, and I'm going to read from this passage. All right. Then he said, "This is God's message to Zerubbabel. You can't force these things. They only come about through my spirit." I want you to understand something here. Yes, what you are going through, you cannot fulfill God's plan and purpose and will over your life on your own. If you surrender yourself completely to God and don't just want to live a mediocre life that's just in the comfort zone throughout your life, want to play it safe throughout your life, this is not for such people. This is for those who are zealous to fulfill God's divine plan, who have taken the limits of our God, who believe God for the impossible, who have a big vision for their life. For such people, this is the word. You cannot accomplish this on your own. You cannot live your life to fulfill God's plan on your own. You require the work of the Holy Spirit. Now let's go on. Says the God of angel armies. So, big mountain, who do you think you are? Next to Zerubbabel, you are nothing but a molehill. And he will proceed to set the cornerstone in place, accompanied by cheers. Yes, yes, do it. Now I want you to understand what really caught my attention here is, just one word. You know what it is? The word Zerubbabel in the statement I just read. The word of the Lord is coming to say, yes, you have a big mountain. So big mountain, who do you think you are? Next to Zerubbabel, you are nothing but a molehill. And that's what really caught my attention. He didn't say, next to God, you're just a molehill. He didn't say, next to the people of God, you're just a molehill. He didn't say that you are just a molehill. It says, next to Zerubbabel, you're just a molehill. Now, what I want you to understand here is this. So, there is a mountain of challenge, there is a mountain of problem, there is a mountain of opposition. But the thing is this mountain is nothing but a molehill only next to Zerubbabel. And that is what really caught my attention. Why? What you need to understand is this assignment was only to Zerubbabel, not for other people. It was a specific assignment to him to go and rebuild the temple of the Lord. Okay? So I want you to understand it was an assignment to Zerubbabel. So only for Zerubbabel the mountain became a molehill. That's what it says. Next to Zerubbabel, the mountain became a molehill. It doesn't say that the mountain just became a molehill. What I want you to understand is, only for Zerubbabel, this mountain became a molehill. When somebody else looked at the mountain, for them it still looked like a mountain. That's what I want you to get. That is what I want you to understand. For you, you have the faith that you can accomplish God's plan and purpose and will over your life is only because it is your assignment and you have the faith, and only those who have the same belief system or this who are connected in the spirit will understand your calling. The other people, for them, even though you have the faith, for them it is impossible to believe because it is not their assignment. You can try to convince them, you can try to prove to them, yet they are not going to understand. Because, like you say, it was a big mountain, but it became a molehill only next to Zerubbabel, not next to the entire people, not as a general statement that the mountain became a molehill, not that under God everything became a molehill. No, only for Zerubbabel the mountain became a molehill. So what I want you to understand is, if you're facing a mountain in regard to your purpose or assignment or something specific to your God-given destiny and vision, not everybody is going to understand. For them, the mountain is still going to be a mountain. They can't see that the mountain is a molehill. But for you, when you look at it, for you, next to you, that mountain is a molehill. I hope you're getting what I'm saying. So don't feel bad when others don't understand and they think that you're stupid to believe in it. Oh, John, those people, they're thinking I'm stupid to believe, but God has given me this faith to believe in it. Well, if God has given you the faith to believe, go ahead. That is what it is here. Next to Zerubbabel, it was like a molehill, but for other people, it was still a mountain. So others will not understand. When you have a call and a vision which is specific to you, not everybody is going to understand. And secondly, I want you to understand this important aspect, that you shouldn't feel like, is there something wrong with me? Because I'm able to look at it as a molehill, but others are looking at it as a mountain. So they think that I'm not serious, or they think that I'm not able to understand the reality of the problem. No. Why I'm saying this is because, let me give you an example from my own life. Now I have this divine vision that God called me and asked me to start the John Giftah International Ministries, right? Here's the thing, I can go and convince people, try to help them understand and say, listen, God has called me to call it international, God has called me to start the international ministry and things like that. But what I realized is, for me, because God has called me, because He has given me the faith, because He has given me the promise and the assurance and the vision and the call, He has also given me the faith to believe that what He has called me to do, He's going to accomplish. And that is what gave me the courage to call it John Giftah International Ministries right on the first day I started the ministry. Right? But others will not understand, because for others, it's a mission impossible. Oh, John, you don't have what it takes. You don't come from a family that supports, or you don't come from an influential background. You don't have that kind of an expertise or resources or connections, it doesn't look like it's going to happen. But for others, it looks like a mountain. But when I look at it, it looks like a molehill because it is my assignment. And I should be careful that just because others look at it as a mountain, I shouldn't also start looking at my assignment as say, oh, I think it's a mountain, like others, what they're saying is true. I think it's not going to happen. Maybe it's just me in my mind thinking it's a molehill. No. I have to always be cautious to remind that my assignment is specific to me. Not others will understand, and it's okay. But I need to be firm in believing that the assignment that God has given me, though it may be a mountain in the natural, God is going to make it as a molehill for me. And it's specific for me. That for me, next to me, this very mountain of impossibility is possible because it is my assignment that is connected to it. I hope you are able to relate with this, and I hope you're blessed by this. In any area of your life, I just want you to look at it. And if you've been wondering why others are not able to understand, it's because of this one word, Zerubbabel. Next to Zerubbabel, this mountain is a molehill. Not next to some random person on the road, not next to the king of the place, not next to the whole world, or not next to the people of the generation. No. This was a specific assignment to Zerubbabel, so only next to him this mountain was a molehill, not next to anybody else. For everybody else, it's still a mountain, and they will not understand it. So I hope you were blessed and encouraged by this short word, and God bless you.
You've been listening to Fuel for the Soul with John Giftah. We hope you were blessed and inspired to live the life that God has for you. Make sure to subscribe to the John Giftah YouTube channel for regular uploads of sermons, skits, interviews, and more. Follow John Giftah on Instagram for regular inspirational posts. And don't forget to check out the best-selling books written by John Giftah, Who Am I?, which will help you understand your identity, and the latest #1 bestseller, Unveil Your Purpose, helping you discover your purpose and to start walking in it. Make sure to leave a rating and review, and be sure to share it with your friends and loved ones. If you'd like to donate, you can find the PayPal link in the description. And if you'd like to invite John Giftah to speak at your event or to get more details, go to the website at www.johngiftah.com. See you on the next episode of The Fuel for the Soul with John Giftah. God bless you.
If your heart stops beating now, do you know where you're going? If you came face to face with death now, do you know where you're going? And this is not a message of condemnation. This is a message of hope. There is a God who loves you so much. He sent His only Son, Jesus Christ, to come down and pay a heavy price by shedding every drop of His blood on the cross. Thank you for dying for my sins. When you believe in Him, you have free gift of salvation for you that assures us that we will go to heaven when we die instead of suffering in hell forever. I just encourage you today to make the simple step of faith and say, Jesus, I thank you for what you did on the cross. Thank you for giving me this gift of eternal life.